Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you all? I hope you're having a good Monday. I hope everything is flowing in grace and ease. Please set your intention for the week. Set the intention or ask for a most benevolent outcome. I am requesting a most benevolent outcome for this week to flow through grace and ease. And that is going to be my intention for the week. Please feel free to set your intention or to borrow mine. All right, guys, I hope you're all doing well out there. Busy, busy weekend, a beautiful weekend. I had 3 beautiful IET sessions. I am so thrilled. Just beautiful communication with spirit, beautiful communication with the archangels, the ascended masters, the keepers of the light. That's what they've come through and what I call them. That's the keepers of the light, bringing us all into the higher vibrational frequency of love. I mean, at the top, at the apex, that is what we're predispositioned to be. Living in joy, living in love. So I hope you're all doing well out there today. If you're struggling, please take a minute to come into the now moment, come into what the present moment has for you. Not worried about what's going in the forward and not worried about what happened in the past. Staying very present. All right. So let's see what we've got here for us on this Monday morning. Good morning, Melissa Collins. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so right out of the gate, we got disruption. In a traditional tarot, this is the Tower. So for some of you, there are very unexpected changes happening around you. There are things being taken away from you, things falling apart in your life, and it may be very abrupt, it might be very surprising, kind of that rug pulled out from underneath you kind of feel to it. Good morning, Emma. But that is always bringing you, we get to these Tower moments because we've been giving the inspiration, we've been giving the idea, we've been giving the subtle nudges to make changes, and we're human. We want things the way we want them. So we keep going in the direction that we want to go in, even though we know and can feel and sense that it's not particularly the right way to go, that there is something better for us that we're not choosing. And so then spirit comes in and we have these moments where it's like people walk away, or the job is taken from you, or you're moved on your path in a way that feels very, very uncomfortable. Even though this feels like it's all of a sudden, even though it feels like you didn't see it coming or it's quick, if you reflect, there were signs, there were little nudges, there were doubts creeping in. There was something going on where you knew this wasn't quite the right thing for you. So it is time for that disruption to come in, because the only way that you can move into a positive direction for what is for you is by being disrupted, so that you can come into the material harvest that you're looking for. A lot of you are looking for that safety and stability that the financial can provide, or the right job can provide, or the right situation can provide. And if you stay in that situation that's not serving you, then you can't get to the material harvest. You can't get to that bounty that you're looking for, whether that's in receiving the love that you want to receive or receiving the finances you want to receive. And for some of you, it's that inner love. Some of you are learning to love yourselves in a way like never before. And so the only way for you to do that is to come out of those situations that don't serve you, those situations that are making you feel bad about yourself, or making you feel unsafe, or making you feel unstable. Because when you're feeling those ways, it's hard to love yourself. So it's really, really important as you get really kind of clear with yourself about, okay, this situation in my life ended or changed in a way that I wasn't wanting, but I kind of knew something was going on. I kind of felt something wasn't quite right. And the only way to get me into the path of what is for me is to go in a way. And for some of you, it is going to be about standing your ground. It is about taking your power back, because that situation that you were in that didn't work out, it didn't work out because you did not have your power. Somebody else had the power. And when somebody else has the power in your situation, it's never going to work out, not long term anyway. Good morning, Vicki. Good morning, Dorothy. Good morning, Ann. So that's what I'm feeling for us all today. That yes, things have ended, things have changed, but it's brought us into this bounty, this plenty that we're really, really wanting, but we weren't getting in those past situations because they weren't designed to give us that. So now it's about us taking our power back and standing our ground, because we really, really, really are going to be receiving the foundation and achievement that we've been wanting. It's through this new situation, this new relationship, this new person, this new powerful stance that you're taking, that things are going to start working out for you. Where in that old situation, they were never going to work out the way that was really going to be beneficial for you. Maybe it felt safe and maybe it felt stable because it was what you were used to. It was what you felt was your normal, but it wasn't going to serve you. And now the universe is bringing you to your new normal, to your new situation, your new person. And for some of you, this is going to take time. This is going to be divine time is the right time. So for some of you, it might feel like, okay, this isn't happening today or tomorrow, but you're on the road to receiving the foundation and achievements that you've been really, really praying for, that you've been really, really wanting. So it's coming. Now it's time for you to stand in your power, stay in gratitude, stay in positive expectation that everything is working out for your highest and greatest good. Do the work that you can do on the way. Because remember, we're not, this divine timing isn't about sitting home and twiddling your thumbs. This is about, okay, I'm going to do the work. I'm going to meditate every day. I'm going to get my exercise every day. I'm going to put my resume out every day. I'm going to network every day. I'm going to have positive interactions with people every day. I'm going to do what I can do in my humanness while the universe joins up the dots and brings to me that which I'm trying to manifest. So for some of you, it's going to be grieving the loss of that old situation, that old relationship. For some of you, you've got to move through the process of the grief so that you can get back into the power of, okay, I'm ready to receive that which is for me, because that didn't work out. And I'm sad about it, and maybe I'm a little angry about it. But now I can start getting into what is for me, especially for those of you who've had situations kind of just fall apart. And again, you probably had a little bit of a inkling that things weren't going well, but you probably ignored it or felt like you would work through it. But then the situation just fell apart. And it was like, oh, that wasn't what I thought was going to happen. And that's okay. Because now it's about really reflecting on what wasn't I receiving in that relationship or situation, even if it's a relationship with a coworker or a boss or a company, or if it's a personal relationship. Okay, what wasn't I receiving? Was I giving too much? Was I trying to fix things for everyone else? Was I being the people pleaser? And now that it's over, whether you had a hand in it or not, now it's time to say, okay, what can I take from this? What is my lesson here? Do I need to take care of myself more? Which I think, yes, I think standing your ground is absolutely going to be a part of it, of finding your personal power. Because now it is time for you to come into the material harvest, the bounty, the promotion, the raise. Maybe you couldn't get it in that old situation, but you're going to get it in the new situation. But it takes a minute to get over the anger and the hurt of losing the past. Maybe it was something you were into for, 10 or 20 years, and you were like, this is going to be my forever place. And then all of a sudden you're not. Or maybe this was the relationship that you felt like this was the one, and then it wasn't. But that's so that it was a stepping stone into bringing you into what is for you. And what you need to do is really do the reflection of, okay, why did that not work out? What was my part in it? What can I learn from it? What can I take forward? Not get stuck in the woulda, coulda, shouldas. That's just wasted energy. But really looking at, okay, I gave too much. I tried to fix too much. I didn't allow the other person, I didn't hear the other person when they were saying like this wasn't working, or I really, don't see this as a fit for you. And now it's like, okay, now I see what they were saying, and that's okay. I'm going to be angry. I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be sad, but I'm going to breathe through it. And I'm going to work through it so that now I can move on to what's better, what's for me, because this clearly wasn't for me. All right. Whew, big message today. Big message. Sometimes it's a process. Sometimes we think in our humanness that we know what is for us. And what do I always say? When we make the human choice and we have to go the long way and we have to learn the lesson, if you're staying in alignment with what is for you, when you're acting on the inspiration from spirit, that is always going to be the way for you. When you're honoring the way in which you can feel you need to go, that is always going to be the way for you. It's never going to be comfortable. It's always going to feel like a little bit of a leap of faith or a little bit of getting outside of your comfort zone, because that is where we're always going to be brought to. If we stay comfortable, we're never going to get anywhere. And chances are these lessons, these ways in which things don't work out for us are going to keep happening. It's called the pattern. You get in that cycle. Keep making the same decision, you keep getting the same outcome, even though you expect a different outcome. And that's the definition of chaos. You're just creating chaos in your own life. It's not fun. It's not fun. All right. What is the advice to go with this? Let's see what the advice is. Good morning, Yolanda. Good morning, Anne. Good morning, Serena. Whew. All right, didn't see that coming. Romance and connection. Romance and connection. Angels of romance are swirling around your life at this time, ushering in positive, uplifting, and heartfelt experiences to remind you that love is real. Allowing yourself to be romanced, to receive and experience a true connection, is important at this time. It is likely that your heart space is opening up and any barriers or shields that have been in place are falling away. If you find yourself scared or uptight about romance, know that this is not only a sign that you would like to experience it, but also that it is something that your energy system really needs. Your angels are guiding you to begin seeing yourself as loving and deserving of love. Know that you have so much goodness and light to offer others and the world. You are also being encouraged to know that the world wants to see you, to know you, and to understand your heart. All of this is only possible with your permission. Why not give it now? The energy of romance is increasing in your life at this time. If you're already in a relationship, this could mean that you have an opportunity to connect more deeply and share intimacy and love. If your relationship hasn't been the main focus or priority of your heart for a while, your angels are encouraging you to make it time for it. If you have a new relationship unfolding, or there's the potential for a new relationship to unfold, angels will help you move forward with it now. Call on divine love from the universe, invite it to open up your heart, and then be willing to receive interest and love from others. Whatever the reason for this card appearing, this is a time to enjoy and be enjoyed in a loving way. It's time. It's time to give and receive love. And yes, I felt like I was competing with the bird. Many of you have asked me, do I have birds? No, but I have a window right here, and they sit on there's like a roof right here. And I felt like I was competing with the bird. So it's time. It's time to give and receive love, guys. It really is. Yeah, Serena, I'm like, what the heck? Hey, Vika, welcome. Welcome from Australia. Welcome. All right, I am going to grab an Oracle of the Energies. So let's take a look and see what they have for us today. Ooh. All right, let's see what this is all about. A tall tale. A tall tale. Look at that. Denial, concealing the truth so you can manipulate and control a situation. Fear-based communication, creating a narrative to hide behind. Not allowing the fear of what others will think to influence your words. Learning to communicate from a place of authenticity. You or someone else is telling a tall tale right now. You always know if a falsehood is spoken because it doesn't feel grounded. When you lie, you get high on an illusory sense of power that is doomed to fail at some point. You feel driven by the fear of exposure, but something makes you stick to your story even though you know it is of no substance. Whatever lie you are caught up in isn't as important as the motive for it. Why does anyone lie? Perhaps you don't believe the truth is good enough, or we want to keep doing what we know we shouldn't be doing. Then there's a lie put forth while in denial, such as hiding an active addiction. In this scenario, we may believe our own lies. The tall tale, the white lie, the stretching of the truth, and the blatant fabrication are all about control. The desire for it, the lack of it, the need to maintain it, so we can manipulate the outer world and hide our inner one. Today is for the truth. Be willing to pay the price and be okay with the vulnerability your lie is exposing in yourself and others. Transparency is required to get to where you need to go, to be truly empowered, to reveal the strength of what is true and authentic. Any other path leads to a dead end. Remember the saying, the truth will set you free, and get ready to fly unfettered. Yeah. And I feel like for many of us, and I'm going to put myself in this category, guys, sometimes we do lie to ourselves because, again, it's safe. We don't want to be uncomfortable. We don't want to take a leap. We don't want to do something different. So we keep telling ourselves what we want to hear, lying to ourselves. Let the truth set you free. Know that whatever the relationship was that didn't work out, it didn't work out because it wasn't meant to work out long term. And really look at, okay, what did this relationship bring me? What did I learn? What can I take forward so that I don't get myself in this negative pattern or cycle again? I don't self-sabotage. So if you need more help with that, how to stop sneaky sabotage, self-sabotage is my second to the most current blog. So take a look at that if you haven't already. And then if you're ready to get in connection with your spirit, your guides, your ascended masters, your team, your crossed over loved ones, I am doing the intuitive guidance course starting on June 2nd, Wednesday night at 6:30. I'm very, very excited about it. One of the things about this course was it came out of two things. It came out of, one, it came out of everybody that has taken a course with me at the end of the class. The last class has always said, what's next? Like they wanted to keep working with me. And I was very, very honored by that, humbled by that. And so this course is 3 years in the making, but really what it's coming out of is when every time I've done the evidentiary mediumship course, the evidentiary mediumship course is very specific in how to become an evidential medium, giving evidential medium readings. And one of the byproducts of that course was really helping people to get into communication with spirit. So so in that course, we focused on crossed over loved ones, but really the byproduct of that is you're getting in communication with spirit overall. So you're also getting into communication with your guides, your gatekeeper, your ascended masters, your crossed over loved ones, your guardian angels, and being able to hear, feel, know, and see what that communication is like so that you can get on the path of alignment for your own life. And that is what I wanted to bring to all of you, because not everybody's going to be an evidential medium. So they're not going to need, how to give a mediumship reading, what it means to give a mediumship reading, and all of the things involved in that very specific niche. So this course is going to take the very positive byproduct of that course and bring it to you in a way that can help you evolve and grow in your own spirituality. So we're going to talk about getting in communication with spirit. We're going to do a lot of work in that. I'm going to lead very specific guided meditations to help you to feel, see, know, or hear your own guides. And we're also going to help you to develop whether you want to just learn how to tune in, or if you want to use a tool, whether it's a pendulum or cards, it doesn't matter. But we're going to really focus on your connection with spirit, but also your growth. So how do you raise your vibrational frequency? Because remember, spirit vibrates up here and we vibrate somewhere down in here. Some of you are lower, some of us are a little higher, just depends. And so what we're going to do is we're going to learn how do we close that gap so that we can get in communication with spirit, so that we can trust and act on the guidance that we're receiving. So this is the course that is really going to be for more people, because it's very open-ended. Once you get the tools, you then can take it and use them however you want. And then if you do decide that you are getting in communication with crossed over loved ones and really want to bring that to others to help heal their grief and bring forth messages that are needed, then in the fall, I'm doing the evidentiary mediumship course. So this is a great byproduct course that really I feel is for anybody who's ready to level up on their journey of their spiritual journey. So we're going to do the getting in connection with spirit, but we're also going to do the how do I close that gap? What do I have to do to raise my vibrational frequency to get in a closer communication with spirit? So good morning, Beth. Good morning. Welcome. So guys, that's what's going on. So if you want to register for that course, please go to melissaalwatkins.com/services. The tab is there. You pay for the course, and then I send you an email to let you know that the information on how to join the meeting and when, and then any printables I will send in that email. Anything that I think that would be beneficial for you to keep, so that you don't have to be feeling like you've got to take diligent notes, and you can enjoy the class. So that's what we're going to do. If you want any more information, if you've got any questions, please feel free to message me. But yeah, I'm really excited. We're going to start in 2 weeks. Class is filling up, so it's nice. I like to have no more than 10 people in a class. We're almost halfway there, so there's definitely room. So please, if you're being called to it, I would love for you to join us. All right, so happy Monday, guys. I love you all. I'm sending you so many blessings. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye. Oh, by the way, there is the weekly reading on my YouTube channel. So if you're not following me on my YouTube channel, I am doing other videos that are not on the Facebook page. So there's more readings on the Facebook or the YouTube channel. So please go to my YouTube. The link is in the description box here, and subscribe. All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon. Bye. Lots going on. I told you this was a big year. I'm so glad you're here.